Welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to see application of bitwise operator. We'll see how bitwise operator can help us to write a very quick logic on some particular application. So let's first see one use of bitwise operator. First of all, we're going to see the use of bitwise AND operator. Bitwise AND operator. Okay, let's see the first. So we'll see one example that we'll use bitwise AND. Okay, for what purpose? To check a number is odd or even. Okay, instead of use modulus operator to check the remainder, if it is 1, it is even odd number, remainder is 0, it will be even number. So in that case, it takes some more time for the compiler to compile that code. So instead of that, you can prefer bitwise operator and over this mechanism of modulus operation. So your code will be executed little bit faster. When performance is the key, you can prefer this. Okay, so let's take an example over here. Suppose I have a number here, 23. So we're going to use this operator to check this number is odd or even. Okay, see how it is possible. First of all, let's get the binary number of 23. So here I am calculating the binary number of 23. We all know how it can be converted to binary. Just save the remainder and repeat the division operation till the quotient part become 1. Okay, so here we get the binary number. Fine. So let's put the binary number over here. And now next what I need to do, perform the bitwise AND operation with 1 of that particular number. So the remaining part will be 0 definitely. Now get the number over here. It is 1 and all others will be 0 if you look at carefully. Yeah, because in bitwise AND operation, when both the bit is 1, then only we can get the outcome as 1. So this is what this is in binary. This is the same number in decimal. Correct? Okay. So let's here you can see that if that number is odd, the bitwise AND operation with 1 of that particular number will get the 1 as an answer. Okay, so you can try with other if odd number as well. So now let's take an example of even number. Let's see what is happening over here. So let's take a even number, suppose 16. Yeah, and let's find the binary number of that particular number. Okay, that's done. Okay, this is the number. If I convert it binary, so let's put it over here and perform bitwise AND operation with 1. And now get the value here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is what? This is binary 0 and it is also decimal 0. So here from this simple mechanism, you definitely, I think you get an idea over here. Whenever we perform a bitwise AND operation with an even number, answer will be in 1. And whenever we perform a bitwise AND operation with a even number, answer will be always 0. Okay, so whenever you perform bitwise AND operation with a odd number, answer will be 1. And when you perform bitwise AND operation with even number, answer will be 0. Okay, so this is a very simple hack you can apply in programming logic of building. You can also write a simple logic over here that num bitwise AND operation with 1, simply printf it is a odd number, else printf you can write it is an even number. Okay, so very see one line of code only. You can use main method and other to make it complete program. Now let's see the second example of bitwise operators application. So we're going to see now second application over here. we're going to see the use of bitwise XOR operator. Okay, bitwise XOR operator. So what are you going to see in this case? This is the example that we're going to implement over here. To check a or to pick a odd number, or to pick an odd one from a list of numbers. Okay. So when we talk about a list of numbers in C programming, we all know that how list can be supported with the help of an array. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take an 1D array where all numbers will be repeated except one, and we'll use the bitwise XOR operator, which will help us to know which number is not repeated. Okay, which number is not repeated in that particular array. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so let's take an array over here to pick an odd one from the list of numbers. So let's take an array in C programming. Suppose we have a numbers array with 5 numbers, 12, 13. Okay, so here is an array. We have declared an integer array in C programming. How many numbers we have? Here we have 5 numbers. 12 is repeated once. 12 is 2 times over in the array, and 13 is also 2 times, but 17 is not repeated. So we are expecting the result is 17. Okay, by using the XOR operator. So now let's see how we can do this. First of all, let us identify the binary of each such number. So let's find the binary of 12. Okay, now let's find the binary of 13. Now let's find the binary of 17. Okay, so here we find the binary of 3 different numbers. So now let's what we're going to do. We're going to perform the bitwise XOR operation with that all the particular number with a 0 and save the result, and repeat this process till we cover all the numbers, and then we'll check the result. Okay, so here is the first number in this array is 12. So let's declare a variable over here. Result is equal to 0. Fine, yeah, definitely it should be an integer, as we all know that bitwise operators cannot be possible with any other data type. So now let's what we need to perform. Repeat this step. Result equal to result XOR with that particular number. So this is what? This is the num of 0, the first number. Now let us perform this bitwise XOR operation. What is the binary number of 12? Binary number of 12 is this 1100, and we are performing bitwise XOR operation with 0, and we're going to save the result. So for bitwise XOR operation, we all know that when the bits are same, outcome is 0, that particular bit becomes 0. When bits are different, then particular number becomes 1. So right now we have this, the value of result. Okay, so now next what we need to do? Next, pick the second number from the array and perform the bitwise XOR operation with the particular result. So now I put 13. What is 13? 1101. 1101. Perform bitwise XOR again. So now we are working with 13. Okay, we need to save the result. So different bit, answer will be 1, same bit 0. Okay, so now let's pick the third number. Third number is 12. So this is the value of result now. Now perform bitwise XOR operation with the 12. What is the binary number of 12? 1100. Let's put 1100. Repeat this step till the last number of the array. So now it will be 1 0 1 1. Okay. So let's pick the fourth number. What is the fourth number? Fourth number is 17. Okay. This is the odd one, I think. Yeah. Let us check. So what is the binary number of 17? This is the binary number of 17. So let's pick it. 1 0 0 0 1. So this is the value for the result, and we are performing, just put 1 0 over here. Yeah, this is the value for the result. We are performing bitwise OR operation, XOR operation again. So 0 0 1 1 1. This is the number we have right now. One more number left, 13. Okay, so let's apply again bitwise XOR with 13 with the result that we got here. So now this is the result we have. And now 13, what is the number for 13? Binary number 1101. Here you can see 1101. So let's put 1101 and put 0 over here. We are performing bitwise XOR operation. Different bits, answer will be 1. Same bits, answer will be 0. Okay, let's check the number. We get 100. This is the result we get now. Result equal to 10001. Okay, so now let's check the binary numbers that we have calculated earlier. Now you can take it carefully, look at carefully. Look at carefully here. Let me just pick a different color. Yeah. So now let's look at carefully. 17 is the odd one, correct? So what is the binary number of 17? 1 0 0 0 1. 1 0 0 0 1. This is what? This is the value of result. So if we just print the value of result here, we get actually 17. 17 is what? The odd number which is not repeated over the array. So see how fast we have implemented it using the bitwise XOR operation. Okay, if you want to build this logic, you need to compare with one number with all the numbers, and then need to have some flags. So you need to write almost 10 to 15 line of code to build a logic if you did not use bitwise XOR operator. Simply very easy. We do require only one loop, but on the other side, if you do not use bitwise XOR operator, you need to pick one number, compare with all, repeat the loop again from here, picked one number, compare with all, picked one number, compare with all. So complexity is increasing of your algorithm. So this is the better approach. Okay, so I hope you like this video. At the very first part, I have discussed how bitwise AND operator can be useful to check a given number is odd or even. So if the number is if there is a particular number, and if you perform bitwise AND operation with that particular number with 1, and if the result is 1, answer will be the odd number. But if we get the result as 0, then the particular number will be even number. Application of bitwise AND. There are many such applications exist. And in the second example, we have see how an XOR operator can help us to convert a 15 line of logic into hardly 2 to 3 lines of code, not more than that. Okay, so I hope you like this video. We'll see in the next video with a few more such applications. Thank you very much.